Now it's jazz, the place is roaring, all beautiful girls in there, one mad brunette at the bar, drunk with her boys. One strange chick I remember from somewhere wearing a simple skirt with pockets, her hands in there. Short haircut, slouched, talking to everybody. Up and down the stairs they come, the bartenders and the regular band of Jack and the heavenly drummer who looks up in the sky with blue eyes, with a beard. He's wailing beer caps of bottles and jamming at the cash register, and everything is going to the beat. It's the beat generation, it's Bayat. It's the beat to keep, it's the beat of the heart. It's being beat and down in the world, and like old-time lowdown. And like in ancient civilizations, the slave boatmen rowing galleys to a beat.
I'm back. Calling back with another update. Well, I have quite a bit of stuff to show, so this might turn into another long one. So you can either stick around, cut halfway, cut it off, edit me out, whatever you want to do, but I got a bunch of stuff. And I'm going to start with the records. Got a pile here, and some VCLT. Now, I'm not going to go over these too much. I'm just going to try to show them rather quickly. And I got a new one. This is a new release. John Carpenter's Lost Themes. Now, if you have it, that slipped out, so now you see it's on white and black swirl vinyl. If you haven't heard this yet, there's some outtakes of it on YouTube. It's a really good album, instrumental. If you're into John Carpenter's horror flicks, then you will probably like this. And Jeremy Ginger already showed this before me. Dang it, he got to do it before I did. And some country here. Dwight Yoakam, Hillbilly Deluxe. And I found another Redbone Cycles featuring Pat and Lolly Vegas. I think I already have this, so this is my second copy. I went ahead and picked it up because I just don't see any Redbone out in the wild. I see them online, but never see them out. And this is in good shape. And this is my last delivery from that vinyl club I was in. What's it called? Vinyl Me Now. I canceled that because the first two records they sent really suck. And finally they sent a good one, the last one, after I already canceled. And that's Soulville by Ben Webster. This is a really good jazz album. And I wanted to show you the vinyl on this. It looks like it's on one of those old-time 78 type things, but it's just, you know, how they did them. If anybody knows 78s. On that black Verve, it kind of sticks out a little bit here. But this is a good album. So if you come across this any place, I highly recommend this album. And they did send some really cool artwork with it too. Next, I haven't seen this lady around in a while. I wonder if she's still playing. It's like one of those "Where Are They Now" sort of segments. Tracy Chapman. And Crossroads. This is also a very good album. I really dig her music. And this is also a second copy, but an upgrade of Kraftwerk's Autobahn. I say update because the vinyl's in really mint shape, even though the cover, you know, has the hole up here, ring wear and this and that, but that's a good group too. And next we have the Psychedelic Furs, Forever Now. Some of you might remember Love My Way. Nice 80s band there. And this one I just picked up on a whim because I liked the cover. And this is Messages from the Static Quo. And they're sitting on a bunch of matchboxes. And again, this looks like it's probably from the 1968. Recorded in London, England. And I'm kind of up in the air about this one. I'm not sure if I like it that much. So it might go out on a trade, or I'll sell it or something. And here's a record I used to see like in the dollar bins and everywhere, but it was always all tore to crap. The vinyl was always all messed up and the cover was always trashed, and that's Woodstock, the 3-record set from the motion picture soundtrack and more. And this one is in fantastic shape. I finally found one that is oh, naked people. Naked people. I finally found one that's in great shape. Trifold. And lastly, on this part, I have a couple of comedy records, and this is playing up there. No, this ain't playing up there. Never mind. The Best of W.C. Fields. This is from radio shows, old radio broadcasts. And now what's playing up there is the motion picture soundtrack from the Marx Brothers, The Coconuts. There they are. My favorite one was always Harpo. I liked it when he would come out in the middle of a film, just all of a sudden he'd start playing the harp. That was cool. And lastly, as far as records go, I got another VCLT from Gary Clunkerville. If you don't know him, he has 2 channels, Gary Clunkerville and Gary Demarest. And this is a fairly heavy package, so there must be quite a stack of records in here and whatnot. Open it up. There's a note. Hi from mysterious, odd, weird, strange Clunkerville. Be careful, there's a fragile 78 in the solid state demo record. Tight between the other records, so see if it makes it to you in one piece or not. Darn old Charlie says hi. P.S. The 45 came from Charlie. It's just a little warped, he says. And we have a 78. British Rhythm Society. And it's the Jelly Roll Morton Trio, Smiling the Blues Away. That looks cool. I think it's the 78. Sometimes they made these 33 this size. And on the other side is Turtle Twist Jelly Morton Trio. And it appears to be a 78. Oh, look at this. You don't have to be Italian to be to like Pat Cooper. And he's holding a big old sandwich. A big old tiny missile of a sandwich there. And it's a comedy record. Turkey Time Ethiopians. You don't have to be Italian. My first date, no smoking please. Puerto Rico holiday, Conchita. Thanks, Gary. And here we have the 45 from Charlie. Record for Bubba, so he won't feel left out. Just slightly warped. The Bubba Song by the Weirdos. Check it out. The Bubba Song by the Weirdos. And the other side is Ippy Dippy Doo by the Weirdos. Oh boy. The Weirdos have their own group now. And here's another one. You don't have to be Jewish. I could say a lot about this, but I'm not going to get into it. Let's see. This album was remembered, begged, compiled, redecorated, revived, doctored, updated, collected, assembled, amassed, scraped together, dredged up, adapted, written and produced by Bob Booker and George Foster. And I don't know what this is. It looks like it could be comedy, maybe. By the writers, producers of the first Family album. Okay. To check that out, it might be I like these oddball things, we all know. And Yamas off something, voice of Extabay. This record contains 2 complete albums. It looks sort of different. Capitol Records. It's on a gray Capitol label. It's a woman. It's her name, Yama Sumac. Is a woman. She must be a singer. This beautiful Incan princess plays her fabulous 4-octave range with such a variety of emotional attitudes and tonal color that the result is a unique and spellbinding experience. And we have a demonstration record, highlights from Solid State. Mariachi, music for wives, and a bunch of different people on that. And it feels like it's on a big, heavy, thick... Oh, it's 2 records. Solid State. And that's a compilation of various bands and orchestras from those days. And next we have Myron Cohen, America's funniest storyteller at his best. And you know I like funny stories. And I have no idea who Myra Cohen is. Is he related to the Cohen brothers now that do the movies? I'm not sure. Boiled beef, scissor story, partner, shorters, idle conversation, swimming pool story. That looks interesting. And here we have Bobby Gentry's greatest hits. And Ode to Billy Joe and Mississippi Delta. I've heard those before. I always see her record with Glenn Campbell all over the place in dollar bins. Ode to Billy Joe. Did he jump off the Tallahatchie Bridge? That dirty bastard! Oh. And that's it on the records. Now I'm going to show a Blu-ray. And if you haven't seen this movie, I highly recommend it. I found this at Target for $10 the other day. And for those of you in Canada, too bad. Oh. And that's Get On Up, the James Brown story. Artist who changed music, the man who changed the world, icon who changed the world. And that's on DVD, Blu-ray, and digital HD. And this is a very good movie, and again, I highly recommend it. And it's got 2 DVDs in it, or yeah, one's the DVD version and one's the Blu-ray. See, it's kind of a bonus. I can watch this one on my computer, and I can watch this one on my PlayStation 3. And again, to those of you in Canada, yeah, you ain't gonna get it for $10. Oh, never mind. Oh, a couple of toys here. I have the Doc. This is a Funko Pop from the Funko Pop toys. And this is Doc from Back to the Future. You all remember him. 1,000,000,001 jiggly watts banana peels to fuel the still self-fire of the time machine. Marty, where you at, Marty? I need 1,000,001 banana peels to fuel the time machine.
I'm right here, you dirty bastard.
And this is Marty McFly and Doc. You remember those guys from Back to the Future? 1,000,000,001.
Shut up, Doc, you dirty bastard. I'm off to the future. I'm back from the future.
And all that. And lastly, got a, I'll know I collect Pulp Fiction as well as other types of reading materials. And this one is Nude in the Mink by Sax Romer. I always like the covers on these. They remind me of those old detective magazines my mom used to buy me. It's always weird when I was a kid too. When I was in grade school, I started reading those True Detective magazines and Famous Monsters and creepy magazine comic books, and this is how I turned out. Yeah, and here we go. Those haunted eyes studied him, and he thought that she was beginning to lose some of her terror. A moment longer she watched him. All color had left her cheeks. Which cheeks? She swayed. "Oh my God," she whispered.
What shall I do?
Mark Donovan turned to seek help. He returned in a moment, and she was gone. Out of the mystery of foggy Mayfair she had come. The mystery of foggy Mayfair had swallowed her up again. Foggy Mayfair. What's Mayfair mean? Old 50s language. And under her mink wrap, she was nude. That's Nude in the Mink. And thanks for sticking around. Another 17 long dang video, and I won't keep you too much longer. Thanks, Gary, for sending the VCLT. I'll be getting something back to you at some point. Colin, over and out, and Weirdos Unite.